Cavaliers have to show more fight on the interior.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
The 3 from LeBron. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. LeBron's got 5 now. Kicks it to Bazemore. Pass to Portland. Fires the 3. And here we go with Kyrie Irving. It could go. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Hawks ahead. Ending the second quarter on a 14-3 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, when he gets to the rim, I mean, you know he's going to score. That's just the way it is. And he's been getting there a lot so far today.
And Steve, he's been operating at extremely close range. The D has to do a much better job of protecting the basket the rest of the way.
On the court for Cleveland, the 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Lamont Shumpert is out there with Irving, and it's Mozgov in at the center, filling out the middle. Grant kicks to Korver. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Scott. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA. 9th in fewest turnovers per game. 10th in scoring. And they're in the top half of the league in shooting from deep as well. This is a strong suit for this team, knocking down those shots from behind the arc.
Now, they're a smart team. You talked about those few turnovers, and that's the number that really stands out to me when you go down that list of stats. They're smart. They don't take a lot of crazy gambles. They try to work the ball around the perimeter, get it inside when they can, and get the best shot every time down the floor.
Kyrie Irving 3 seasons ago was the only rookie in NBA history to shoot as well as he did from the 3-pointers, the field, and the free throw line. There's no question about it. He is an elite shooter.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
Many consider him a genius-level coach. Doris thanks. We'll see how he does.
And Irving, super skilled, one of the league's best shooters, and he'd make a strong case for being the league's most elusive ball handler as well. Seems to get by his man pretty much at will.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tom City's checked in for Mozgov. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And Irving super quick with the ball in his hands, and when he gets to the basket, a master using spin and English to convert.
And Kevin, you know, the story is that growing up, the hoop in his yard had a big part of the backboard broken off on the right side, so he had to learn that spin in English in order to bank it in.
I like that story.
Necessity is the mother of creation.
Bazemore passes to Schroeder. Takes a 3. Bazemore misses. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And it's Dellavedova missing.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Marion's checked in. Here's Carroll. The Hawks again can't hit.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Well, few would have predicted back when Kevin Love was drafted 5th out of UCLA in 2008 that he'd become the superstar player we see today. Well, he's transformed his body and expanded his game year after year.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Al Horford is checked in for Brand. Millsap comes in for Mike Scott. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for DeMar Carroll. And it's Teagan for Dennis Schroeder. Fast break, the Hawks. Horford's got the ball. Launches it. They get it back. Millsap dishes to Horford.
That's his second personal foul.
And talk about the physical transformation for Kevin Love. Leaner, quicker, and stronger.
Yeah, credit yoga and Pilates. He's trying to be the very best he can be, and he's putting in the work to do that, so it actually helped him more at the defensive end.
Al Horford, 6'10", 250, really a natural power forward who's been asked to play at center for his whole career. He's shown himself willing to battle bigger players inside, but you got to think he'd welcome a chance to switch back to the 4 spot.
And for Horford, able to scrap inside to overcome his lack of size defensively. His quickness is his biggest advantage. I mean, he's excellent at moving in space and defending the pick and roll.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Iman Shumpert. Outside Teague. He kicks the basement. Kept alive by Atlanta. Stolen by Thompson. It's Marion with the drive. They get the rebound. Dishes to Dellavedova. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Dellavedova's got 7 points in the game.
Everybody seems to be sleepwalking out there on defense, and it's been that way, guys, ever since they came out of the halftime locker room.
Here's talk about Horford's advantages playing center. Certainly his offensive skills among those advantages.
Yeah, and an excellent mid-range jump shooter and ball handler. He can face up. He can draw opposing bigs further out than they'd like, but he's also strong enough and quick enough to get past them and get to the rim.
Well, wide open look for Love. Another 3 for Cleveland.
It was a pretty poor display from the field for them in the first half, but they've got the lead, and now the shots are starting to fall.
Yeah, they shot under 40% before the break, and that had to change coming into the second half, so they're starting to figure it out.
Cleveland leading by 9. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Dellavedova. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Dellavedova's got 10 points. Here's Atlanta now. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
Well, I know I'll be looking out for the final score in that Wizards game. It should be a close one.
Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Millsap. It's the Hawks trail by 13. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll. And it's Schroeder in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
Feeds to Korver. And the pass to Schroeder. The dish to Korver. Lets the 3 fly. And he gets it to go.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
The kick out to Irving. Shot is blocked. Thompson passes to Shumpert. No one near James as he lets it go. Misses the three.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's trying to take the wind out of their sails here. I mean, they're on the wrong end of a bad run. They got to sort things out.
I think things were very close to spiraling out of control if he didn't burn one there.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. And here's Korver from the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
Making a big difference from long range tonight. That was a huge shot right there.
You know, they've got time to make up the points. Having that threat outside, really an advantage to stretch out this defense. Good strategy, I think.
Another three for Atlanta.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. And the Cavaliers lead by 7. Schroeder dishes to Korver. He feeds it to Schroeder. Another three for Atlanta.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never. He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Horford with the screen on Shumpert. Schroeder passes to Carroll. He dishes it to Schroeder. The Hawks working the ball around. That is good. And it's now only a 1-point Cleveland lead. LeBron gets to Shumpert. Stolen by Schroeder. Here is Korver, covered by Irving. Korver kicks to Schroeder. The feet to Korver to take the lead. Another three for Atlanta. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
And Cleveland making a change here. Hubbs checked in. Shumpert, no good. Hawks have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Outside Carroll. That drops. Now it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
It's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
Schroeder dishes to Korver. Picked by Horford.
Oh! Are you kidding me? Power punch right there.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
That's a 2 from Korver. That one off the back iron and out.
Well, it's going to be tough for them, but you have to continue to compete. It's not over. Just play, see what happens.
Yep, you can't afford empty possessions.
Three-pointer. And good on the basket. Book it.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them. Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
Shoots it up. Mozgov with the block. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.